All right, guys. This is an OIS here in Greenville County, my old agency. Happened back on the 23rd of June, I think. I haven't watched this yet, have no idea what's going to happen. And I get super weirded out doing these for my old agency because a lot of these people I know and worked with. So it's just weird. It's just weird. Doesn't matter. See what's up.
Hello everyone, I'm Lieutenant Ryan Flood, Public Information Officer at the Greenville County Sheriff's Office. This critical incident community briefing will provide you with information about an officer-involved shooting that took place at 85A Montague Road in Greenville on June 23, 2021. The information that we are providing will enable you to have a better understanding of what we know occurred at this time in the investigation. The Greenville County Sheriff's Office conducts comprehensive investigations relating to officer-involved shootings, and these investigations may require our team of investigators to conduct multiple interviews, review video and audio recordings, and possibly analyze forensic evidence. Our office will not draw any conclusions about whether the deputies' actions were consistent with our policies and in accordance with the law until the investigation has been thoroughly completed. It is important to note that during the course of the investigation, our understanding and determination of the incident might change in the event new information is brought forth and new evidence is discovered. A brief disclaimer: the content you are about to see and hear may be disturbing to some viewers. When deputies are put in a position that requires them to use physical force to effect an arrest or defend themselves against an attack, the actions can be graphic and difficult to watch. Additionally, some of the language heard in this video might be viewed as strong and offensive. Viewer discretion is advised, especially for young children and sensitive viewers.
Sensitive viewers.
On June 23rd, just before 5 o'clock p.m., deputies from the Greenville County Sheriff's Office responded to assist the United States Marshals Task Force who were attempting to locate and apprehend a suspect at 85A Montague Road. The suspect was identified as 40-year-old Earl Fitzgerald Hunter, who was wanted out of Spartanburg County, South Carolina, for attempted murder, armed robbery, and possession of a weapon during a violent crime.
Earl.
When deputies arrived on scene, they identified themselves and their purpose for being there to an occupant inside and were given consent to enter. Upon entry, deputies observed Earl Hunter in the back kitchen area and began giving him verbal commands. As the deputies moved in to place Hunter in custody, he pulled away and produced a pistol. Fearing for their safety, two of the deputies discharged their firearms to stop the threat. Hunter was struck and ultimately pronounced deceased on scene. No other officers or other civilians were injured. In a moment, you will see two angles of the incident from two different body-worn cameras from Greenville County deputies. It is important to note that since a law enforcement task force was on scene, not all law enforcement personnel you will see are employed by our agency, and thus we will not be responsible for providing their respective footage in the event they were wearing body-worn cameras. Additionally, non-GCSO law enforcement faces, along with the faces of any bystanders, will be blurred out. During some initial portions of the video, you may notice an obstructive field of view which is caused by a deputy's inadvertent arm coming into the view of the camera as he is attempting to position his firearm. Body-worn cameras are used by all officers assigned to field duties. They are typically worn at chest level and give a general perspective of what was within the camera's field of view.
They're saying he's not here. Gate if you're trying to raise the air, low volume.
They're never there.
Hands! Get your hand out of your pocket! Oh, man! Out of your fucking pocket! Now! Get it! Shit! Damn, you just pulled the gun. Stay back! Get back!
1041 Alpha is our code, 10 code for bring everybody. A lot of people on scene. I think in a lot of situations it's almost automatic to put that code out, and you get overwhelmed. I don't necessarily believe that they needed the whole cavalry to come because there's everybody in the world there already, but that's just it's almost a reflex to say that. So there we are.
That's okay. Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
You're good? Are you okay? Have you been hit or anything? Yeah, we're good. Shoot. He pulled the gun out of his pocket?
Yeah.
21 Alpha from 538, 85 Montague Road area now.
He pulled the gun? He pulled
Yeah.
the gun. It's down. Hey, they're coming out.
538, 31 Bravo.
Check her and make sure she's okay.
538, 1031 Bravo. Suspect down, 71, 10-5.
Hey, lock the house down, please.
Yes.
Who's got body cams? Your camera?
My camera's on.
I don't. Okay.
Can I help you up?
Man. All right. Well, we're not moving anything right now.
Nope.
Get anything?
That gun is just under the corner. Yeah.
Come on, let's get her out here. Come on, man.
538, car 9 on People Temple.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You want to get hands on?
Gentlemen. Yo, Sergeant,
No.
is this still a 41 Alpha?
good?
No, we're good on 41A. We got enough on the scene. We got enough to hold it for now.
You see a gun in his, like...
It's right below his hand.
Don't come to me. I'll come to you. Call him out. Call him out. Behind you.
538, if you're trying to raise me here, low volume.
Hands! Get your hand out of your pocket! Oh, man.
Get your hand out of your pocket, because he's got a gun in his pocket.
Shit! Damn, we just pulled the gun. Stay back, get back! That's okay.
I got it. Just get him and get out.
Are you okay? Have you been hit or anything?
Yeah, we're good.
During the next several minutes, deputies secured the scene and waited for EMS personnel to arrive at their location, at which time they pronounced Hunter deceased. Agents from the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division were requested to investigate, and the suspect's loaded 9mm high-point pistol was located under his hand and subsequently collected from the scene. As of the release of this video, it is believed that 2 deputies with our agency discharged their firearms. No other officers or the suspect fired their weapons.
Hello, I'm Sheriff Hobart.
So I want to go back here quickly to the
They're saying he's not here. 538, if you're trying to raise me here, low volume.
Hands! Get your hand out of your pocket! Oh, man. Out of your fucking pocket!
So let's go back here. So my guy here with the AR is covering the bad guy while the other 2 are trying to hang on to the bad guy. But that's, you just gotta, you can't be here, you gotta be here. We've said it, a bunch of times. You gotta be cognizant of where you're pointing your gun and what's behind where you're pointing your gun. I don't know yet if this guy's shot or not, but holy shit.
Shit! good. Stay back, get back.
Okay?
That's okay. Yeah, we're good.
You good?
Hands! Get your hand out of your pocket! Out of your fucking pocket!
Let's see if we can.
Get your hand out of your pocket! Out of your fucking pocket!
All right. We'll try and jump ahead a little bit here and see if we can see who shot and when. They want the tasty cakes. So both of them have backed up while the suspect's trying to produce that pistol. Can't tell if that's muzzle flash or if that's the light. That's muzzle flash. So it looks like the first round went off right there low. So he started squeezing before he got all the way up. Not uncommon.
That's okay.
I got it. Just get them and get out.
Are you okay? Have you been hit or anything?
Yeah, we're good.
So all in all, I mean, you got the marshals, you've got the county there, you got plenty of guns on scene. You're looking for a guy who's wanted for attempted murder, possession of a weapon during the commission of a violent crime. So you kind of already know what you're walking into. The fact that he was there and not only engaged in a physical confrontation but tried to produce that pistol. I don't know where he thought he was going to go or what he thought he was going to do. He had to know what the outcome was going to be. And again, this is just people making decisions. He made a decision to do what he did. Nobody made that decision for him. He knew he was wanted. He knew what he was wanted for. He knew what he was accused of. He chose to have a pistol. He chose to try and produce that pistol during his arrest, and look where it landed him. So all in all, though, looks like everybody did a pretty good job. It's worth reviewing, though. It's worth looking at how many people do we have in a small space and what weapons do we have. Is that weapon the right weapon to have in that environment, like the SBR or the pistols, or do you bring a longer gun or a shorter gun? You guys know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, all in all, I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, there's that. Guys, got anything that I missed? Drop it in the comments section down below. And as always, be good or be good at it. We'll see you next time. Be safe.